Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you from a very, very cold Emirates Stadium. The two teams are out in front of me here, Arsenal versus Newcastle. Arsenal looking to get back to winning ways after that pretty humbling defeat at Liverpool last weekend. Certainly the second half collapse, not great for morale, not great for mood, but you would hope if they get back to winning ways today, that will quickly be forgotten. Team news-wise for Arsenal, just the one change. Odegaard comes in for Lacazette. Perhaps surprisingly, Nuno Tavares keeps his place. I thought Kieran Tierney would come back in, but Tavares keeps his place. Sambi Lokonga keeps his place in midfield as well. He'll be with Thomas Partey. So if you don't know it, Arsenal's starting 11 today. Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tavares, Sambi and Partey in midfield, and then Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka and Aubameyang up front. Substitutes for Arsenal are Leno, Tierney, Lacazette, Maitland-Niles, Holding, Pepe, Elneny, Nketiah and Martinelli. For Newcastle, Dubravka in goal. We've got Shah, Lascelles, Joe Linton, Shelvey, Wilson, St Maximan, Ritchie, Kraft, Fraser, and of course Joe Willock making his return to Arsenal for the first time since his move in the summer. Substitutes today for Newcastle, Carl Darlow, the goalkeeper, obviously Clark, Lewis, Hayden, Hendrick, Manquillo, Murphy, Almiron and Longstaff. Right, I'll flick over the camera now so you can see what's coming on. Hold on. So what you can see there, the substitutes are closest to the camera, and the first 11 are over on the far side just doing some warm-ups at the moment. We'll get a little bit more interesting when they start doing their warm-up drills, but it looks pretty self-explanatory in terms of what Arsenal are going to be doing today. Formation-wise, looks like a straight 4-2-3-1 with Odegaard back in as the number 10. Lacazette on the bench. Not surprised to see Odegaard back in, I have to say. I thought he probably would come back in today. I am surprised that Tavares is starting. I thought Tierney would certainly come back in the team today. Tavares obviously had a very difficult afternoon, certainly a difficult second half at Liverpool. Not, he's young, that's going to happen, especially at a very good side like Liverpool at Anfield. It can happen to experienced players, let alone inexperienced players. But yeah, a little bit surprised he keeps his place. I thought Tierney would come back in for this one. I thought Ainsley Maitland-Niles might get run out in midfield as well. Sambi Lokonga had a difficult game at Anfield. He's also on 4 yellow cards, so he's one game away from a booking. One booking away from a suspension. And with that match against United at Old Trafford coming up, I thought he might get a day off today and be on the bench and Maitland-Niles starts, but not to be. Just the one change, Odegaard for Lacazette. How is the weather today, Samuel? It's freezing cold, Samuel. Absolutely freezing cold here, but actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be rain, sleet, winds. We're in the middle, got a bit of a bad storm over the UK. Certainly did overnight, but it seems to have all gone through and cleared up, and it's actually relatively calm at the moment, just cold. Neil says fair play to Arteta sticking with Tavares despite the mistakes. Yeah, I can certainly see why. I mean, look, Tavares has been playing very, very well ahead before that game against Anfield, before the game against Liverpool. So, yeah, it's a bit harsh to drop him after just one bad game. But I just thought, Tierney is clearly first choice left back, but so I thought he'd probably come back in for this one. But yeah, I've got no issue with Tavares starting again. Been playing very, very well. Is it true the Liverpool game might be cancelled? Do I have any news? What Liverpool game? What do you mean? Sorry, I don't know what you mean, whoever asked that question. Someone asking who the referee is today. I should know that, but I've completely forgotten. It is Stuart Atwell is the referee today, so for once Arsenal don't have Michael Oliver. Gopal asking for my prediction. Come on, Gopal, you should know by now I don't do predictions before the game. Sorry, I'm too superstitious for that. Sudak asking about Jack Wilshere possibly in a short-term contract. No news on that, I'm afraid, not from me. I haven't heard anything yet whether Arsenal would be considering. I know people are speculating about it. I'm not sure. It's nothing that I've heard, so yeah, I can't give any more on that, I'm afraid. Does Willock start, says Chris? Yes, he does. Joe Willock starts for Newcastle today. First time he starts a game against Arsenal since his move in the summer. yet to score a goal, Joe Willock, for Newcastle this season. 11 games, no goals, no assists. You just know what's going to happen today, don't you? Yes, Charlie, do you think St Maximin will be a threat today? Yes, I do. I think it'll be a big threat today. Always is, St Maximin. Arsenal got to watch out for them. Look, I don't think Newcastle are great defensively, but going forward, they've certainly got players who can hurt you. St Maximin can do that. Callum Wilson's a striker I've always really liked. He can score goals. So, Arsenal are going to have to watch out for Newcastle when they attack, because they've certainly got players who can hurt you. How is the atmosphere? Aditya is asking. It is very quiet, mate, because there's not many people in the stadium now. Let me just show you around, see? Lots, barely anyone's in the ground. We're still half an hour away from kick-off. Everyone will still be in the pubs on Holloway Road now. It'll be a last-minute rush to get in as usual. Give us a rundown on your fantasy team, says Brandon. You know what, I can't even remember. Salah's captain, I know that, as usual. Who have I got? I think my battery might run out of this before we finish this. Actually, see if I can... My charger reaches, it doesn't. Let me move it over. Yeah, well, sorry, before I was trying to plug my phone in, someone was asking about my fantasy team today. I can't remember. Salah's definitely captain. I've got Martinez in goal, Ben White, Tsimikas, even though I don't think he's going to start for Liverpool today, and Duffy, Smith Rowe, Conor Gallagher, Ben Rama, Salah, and someone else, I can't remember midfield. I've got Jamie Vardy up front today, brought him in. Ramsdale just been announced as, well, he's already been announced, but he's just picking up his award. Can't see it because it's down on the touchline behind the tunnel, so I won't be able to show you, but he's just picking up his award for Player of the Month for October. Rancid Pumpkins, do I feel positive about the game? Yes, I do feel positive about the game. It's a massive one for Arsenal. Look, they've got two really tricky away games coming up now. Obviously lost to Liverpool last time out. They need to get 3 points today. Really, really important. You slip up today on the back of that defeat at Anfield, and then suddenly you've got difficult games at Trafford and Everton coming up. Then suddenly, if things go wrong, you're in a bit of a mini crisis again. So it's really, really important that they pick up the win today and get themselves back up, and they don't let that Liverpool defeat hurt them too much. Carlos saying hi from Texas. Hello, Carlos. Hope all is well. My brother lives in Texas, so I hope all is relatively smooth and calm over there, although it's a very big place. He lives in Dallas. Soccer stuff, thoughts on Odegaard starting? I'm not surprised. I thought he probably would start today. I think he needs a decent game today, Odegaard, because he's been a bit quiet since he's come back. He was unlucky last time out that Aubameyang nicked his goal against Watford, because I think that could have done him the world of good, that goal. But yeah, you'd want Odegaard to, he needs to have a big game, because Arsenal only got playing with one striker. We're Lacazette on the bench, only playing with one striker, so they need everyone behind him to play well. And I think Saka and Smith Rowe playing well is pretty much a given, because they usually do, but you need Odegaard to really pull the strings in at number 10 position. Camilo asking if I got that surgery on my knee. I didn't know. It got cancelled just because of COVID, and I haven't got around to booking again. It's holding up all right. I'm not doing running on the road anymore, so it's kind of holding up all right at the moment. So I haven't rebooked the surgery date. Samuel says Arsenal 3-0 win. But take that, Samuel, all day long. Sunak asking if my dad is here with me today. Well, he's here today. He's sitting in his seat, which is over right there. Like, my dad, he's not here yet, but the guy standing up underneath the tee, my dad would be like two rows behind him. And that's my seat over there as well, but obviously I never sit there because I'm in the press box, so my dad's bringing a friend with him today. He kind of rotates who sits in my seat every other game. I'm not sure who he's bringing with him today. I think he's bringing the son of one of his friends. In fact, no, he's not. He's bringing someone randomly enough who he bumped into in the supermarket because my dad was wearing an Arsenal hat, and the guy came up to him and said, "Oh, you support Arsenal?" And they got talking, and then my dad discovered that this guy was a fan of my YouTube channel, and they kind of struck up a bit of a friendship, and he's now bringing him to the game today for the first time. So yeah, that's the story of who my dad is bringing today. Miller asking about Jack Wilshere on a short-term contract. Do you think we should take Wilshere? Look, I am absolutely all for Arsenal signing Wilshere on a short-term contract if he's proven in training that he's still good enough, and I don't see why he's not. He's 29 years old. He's a quality player, Jack Wilshere, and if he's fit... Oh, look, my dad, I'm going to show you. My dad is now coming in. I've just seen him. Like, here we go. You see the guy in the blue jacket? Just behind him, there's a guy in a red hat and a green jacket. He's just walking in now along the row. There he is, the guy walking in the green jacket, red hat, underneath the tee. That is my dad. He's just going to sit down right now. So, hello, Dad. I will no doubt get a text message from him in about 5 minutes saying, "Where are you?" And then he'll wave across. And that guy with him in the black jacket is obviously the guy who is a fan of my YouTube channel, who he randomly bumped into and struck up a conversation with, and now has brought him to an Arsenal match. Right, anyway, back to the warm-ups. Prash asking if me and my dad sat at the clock end at Highbury. No, well, we sat in loads of different places. So we've been season ticket holders since 1991, so we sat in loads of places. We started off I was in the junior gunner section, and he obviously stood with me because I was a kid, and that was in the West Stand. And then we moved over to the East Stand, and then we moved back to the West Stand, and we were down at the sort of North Bank end of the West Stand for a good few years. So in the 1998 double season, we were sitting there, but then we moved up to the clock end side of the West Stand, and that's where we were for the last sort of 10 years or so at the Emirates. So for the Invincible season, that sort of thing. Yeah, I saw that. Someone got hurt kicking a ball. I think it was Tavares. Seemed to limp a little bit after kicking a ball, but there's some more shooting down here now. I don't think it's too, but I think he's back playing now, so I don't think it's a bad injury. What Cazorla request? Who's saying, what do you think about Cazorla request? I don't know what you're talking about. What is it? What was Cazorla's request? I took Aubameyang out of my fantasy team today, and so when he scores a hat-trick, then you can all credit me. Oh, because Ola wants to play one more game for Arsenal. He said that a while ago, though. Look, I can't imagine he's going to play one more game for Arsenal, and if he does, it'll be in a summer friendly, that sort of thing. Look, he's not going to come back and play for Arsenal again, is he? But you know, I'd love to see him come back here and get the send-off that he deserves. He's just one of my favourite ever players, certainly in the Emirates era. I loved him. Yeah, Quick's there saying Cazorla might play in a summer tournament. That's the sort of thing I can imagine, yeah. Like the Emirates Cup or something like that, give him a run out. Maybe invite his Saudi team over if that's who he's still playing for. Or Qatari team, actually, not Saudi, Qatari. Jim Murray, how good are you at fantasy football, Charles? Rubbish, mate. Every decision I make backfires. Which is why Aubameyang will no doubt score a hat-trick today, because I've just taken him out of my team. Tell you what, Bukayo Saka has got his shooting boots on today, looking by the warm-up. I think Saka's scored almost every shot he's had. Oh, Warber, don't be finishing like that in the game. Sakaya, is that Sakaya from Waitrose in Maidenhead? If it is, hello. What were you saying? Will Arsenal go for a striker in January? No, I'm not sure, to be honest. I think, oh, what a finish, Orba. I think they'll certainly go for a striker in the summer, but I don't think, I'd be surprised if they do it in January, because I just don't think they'll spend that sort of money in January, and it's really hard to get the strikers you want then. So I think they'll stick with what they got in January, and they'll get a striker in the summer. Who's that? I would love to get high from you, says. Who was that? Oh, I'm going to pronounce this horribly wrong, and I apologise. Thulesidis. Sorry, I know that I've got that horribly wrong, but hello, enjoy the game. Look, Arsenal players heading back in now. It's the end of that warm-up. Yes, it is you, Sakaya. Good to speak to you again, mate. Hopefully bump into you again fairly soon. Thulesidis, I almost got it right. Good. I'm glad I was close. Right, everyone. That is it from me. As you can see, Arsenal now are back in the warmth of the change room, and I'm going to go back downstairs into the warmth of the press room to get myself a cup of coffee before the game. So look, enjoy it, everyone. I'll try and do my player ratings afterwards if I get time. Hopefully I will. Actually, yeah, let's see if I can't turn the camera around now for some reason. I was going to see if... Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Give you a last fleeting glimpse of my old man over there. There he is, standing up. No doubt drinking a Bovril, which I imagine in the green hat, right underneath the... Well, between the O and the U, underneath that. That is my dad sitting there. So, hello, Dad. Enjoy the game. And everyone else, of all of you lot around the world, wherever you're watching, enjoy the game. Let's hope for 3 points. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.